supporting the use of genetic genealogy in restoring family narratives following the transatlantic slave trade. The inferred genetic family tree can be used as a reparative tool to contribute to a more cohesive family narrative after the mass trauma of the transatlantic slave trade. As with other types of archives, human genomes can be used to help people discern information about their family history. Slavery made it difficult or impossible to pass down cohesive family and community histories among African-descended peoples in diasporic locations. A person's awareness of their family history profoundly affects their sense of continuity and psychological well-being. Before the historic diaspora began finding African relatives through autosomal genetic genealogy, the expectation of results regarding African ancestors centered on ancestral ethnicities and homelands. Increasingly, people are using tools for genetic genealogy reconstruction. For members of the historic African diaspora, the experience of identifying and interacting with relatives from Africa contributes to changes in family narratives. Using genetic genealogy to identify living relatives, genealogists studying African American families have used genetics to place African relatives in their family tree. Consumers can expect that changes in significant others or substantial changes in family messages could lead to a change in family identity. Given that the family is also one of the critical agents of ethnic racial socialization, a change in family identity may also lead to a change in ethnic identity, both of which influence psychological well-being. As such, genomic research and genetic family tree inference as a reparative project contributing to a more cohesive family narrative for descendants of families separated by the transatlantic slave trade may also contribute to increased psychological well-being among people of African descent. Genetic genealogy reconstruction is a viable, feasible, and timely anthropological pursuit to reclaim a more cohesive family narrative for descendants of those who were enslaved in the transatlantic slave trade.